Well, hi, it's Mrs. Murder here, and it's been weeks since I've visited with you, but I wanted to tell you that I did finish the robot series. We already talked about the first book and the second book. The first book being Caves of Steel, second book being The Naked Sun, which Danielle could not stand to be under the naked sun, and The Robots of the Dawn is the third book, and I finished it some time ago. Wasn't sure how I was going to review it. I ordered the book because these three novels, because I thought then I could show you all three of them because they have very interesting front pages. And of course, the first one was in 1953. The last one was in 1986 because Isaac Asimov did the first two, and then he decided, I'm not good at this. I'm not going to do it anymore. And then he decided, his publishers tempted him into doing the third one. And I just found out after reading the author's preface in this, which I thought was going to be three books, and you'd have three different pictures to look at, but instead you just have one book, one picture to look at, and it's, it shows me how many pages I read, and I'm glad I read it on Kindle because this print is very, very small. Okay. This was the information I got. Well, anyway, at any rate, there is a fourth book. So if you thought you read the three and that was the end, which somebody in this house thought there were only three, and then I said, oh no, he wrote another one. And it's called Robots and Empire. So after The Robots of the Dawn, Robots and Empire, published in 1985. So if you want to read the fourth book in this series, it's available in paperback. And if you like this trilogy, you'll really like that book too. And this trilogy, it's taken me a while to review it because it's, let me just say simply, it's very clear. He's a very clear, easily understandable, easy to follow, and you're done with the whole book, and then another book, and then a trilogy. And yet it's very complicated because you have humans on some worlds, you have mainly Earth, but you have robots, humans who have a lot of robots, and then you have humans that don't, robots that don't like humans, and humans that don't like robots, and it's a conflict that's probably reminiscent to any conflict between two very different species, but we don't usually consider robots species. However, two new robots are introduced in this trilogy who are so human-like. Their skin, their surface feels just like a human. Everything, I told you that one about in one of the last books, so I don't need to go back into that. But, so when one of these is killed, it is like a human has been killed. And then now, in the third book, we have a murder being investigated. So I would like you to read the third one in the trilogy, and if you order all three of the books, let me caution you to make sure that they're not three in one, because I think this would be a little bit more cumbersome to read. At least for me, I'd rather read three into, because it went like zip, and it's fascinating. It's a fascinating conflict between ideals and theories, and anybody who's watched other robot series knows how they develop different life skills. And in the third book in this, we touch on a robot who can read a mind of a human and can respond before the human knows what he's going to say. And that's when things get kind of scary. And I'll bet you that the fourth book deals with that a whole lot more explicitly. So I would advise you to pick up the third Robots of Dawn, Isaac Asimov, and you will not be disappointed. And then we can all read the fourth book, and we'll review that one next. Bye. Mrs. Murder signing off. Did I say hello? This is Mrs. Murder. Well, Mrs. Murder signing off. Everything's topsy-turvy in these pandemic times, so don't be surprised if I come up a little bit confused too. Read the book and let me know how you like it. Bye.